It's a barbershop, you know the rules. No fighting, no cussing, no cousin, no blooding. Now sit yourself down and act like you got some sense.
What's going on? We're back. Episode 7 is here. We got Israel in the house. We got Chachi, 20-year veteran. The shop is in Westchester. Go and visit them. What's the name of the barbershop?
Master Barbers, LA, guys.
All right. There we go. If you need a cut, you need a fresh one, you go visit my boy, man. What's
My
going
boy.
on? How's everybody doing? Everybody's good?
It's good, man.
Ish? Good? Long drive?
A little bit drunk, but no traffic.
A little bit of traffic, but it's better than a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Chachi?
Good, man. Good.
Chilling?
Interested to see what my boy got going. 20 years in the game
20 years in the game and counting.
and counting.
I'm feeling the age, but still going strong, bro.
It's wearing on my back.
Hey, my legs, bro.
I hear you.
But 20 years. Still learning though, man. I'm still learning. Feel blessed, honestly. Thank you for having me over.
I feel like we're always learning in the barber game. There's I don't think there's ever a dull moment where we're not learning.
That's right.
You might pick something up from another barber and little backhand, little straight razor shaving technique or something. So it's always something to learn.
Peace, man. What got you into the barber game, brother?
You know what, man? It just came very casually. I'm naturally an artist, like most barbers were natural artists. So I struggled always with finding what my calling is in life. And
Right.
So one of my good buddies, his name is Felix Omar. Shout outs to Felix Omar's. He's in West Hollywood. He's a long time childhood friend from church, and he got into the industry, became successful. I was just cutting out of my garage like everybody else.
Yeah.
And he's like, Israel, I heard you want to be a barber. And I said, yeah, it kind of interests me. But I didn't know the potential this industry had. Mm-hmm. So when I went to his salon, he introduced me to the industry, and I saw him just chop it up all day and scissor haircuts mostly. And, he was charging a premium, and he was very, very open to showing me everything about the industry, and it just got my interest. So I think as an artist and as a barber, things just came very easily,
Right.
It meshed
see
well.
It meshed super well.
No, go ahead.
I did see your page, and your gentleman cuts are on point, bro.
Appreciate
So
it,
you
man.
said you started with like scissor cutting and stuff like that?
That's right. So I didn't know how to do fades, to be honest.
Right.
We're talking about 2012. I started just doing scissor work with Felix. And all I did for a whole year, guys, was just watch him cut hair for a whole year.
That's badass.
And I was just watching to the point where I got so desperate I needed to hold some shears and cut. So I started cutting his hair. And he was like, hey, man, you're picking it up. So like I said, I think when you're an artist, you pick it up a little quicker then.
That takes a lot of patience to watch.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you're watching the game, and you want to go out there and play.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pick up that ball and
Yeah, but I feel like watching, if you're observing and you know what you want, you know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to longer hair, like in your case, it's like direction, right?
That's right.
So and direction in the way it lands, correct? So when you watch those things, I'm sure you can pick it up a little bit faster.
Right.
Now, when it comes to you own a shop, right? What's the name of the shop? And
Master Barbers, LA.
how long you been a shop owner?
It's going on 10 years next year.
What's the success? Everything's good.
It's great. I think it's great, man.
How many
Congrats
barbers?
on the 10
yeah,
years,
Yeah,
man.
10 years is a milestone, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. How many barbers are at your shop?
It's 7 with me, so it's 6 barbers.
Now I know. Ish, he has a small basketball court, and he's always dunking on his clients. And we'll pull up one of those videos, but he's always jamming on his clients. It's funny. So how'd that come about? How the basketball hoop come around?
Well, like you, I love basketball. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So since I was a kid, my mom had like a little hanging basket in the living room,
Yeah.
and it had like fake plastic fruit. So I would just go over and just dunk on that. So it started from there, and then I just I remember I even made my own hoop. I just cut off the top of a bucket.
Damn.
And
I think a lot of us did that, bro.
For real.
I know I did.
Yeah.
So I've always liked to shoot around, but I think on downtime or on break times, it's good to have blood flow. As a barbershop.
Yeah.
You need to have that blood flow because you can stiffen up. It's easy to sit down. I try to burn calories as much as I can.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming like, some people notice it on social media when I have a customer, he's telling me that he always wants to see me dunk on there, and it's hilarious. He's a little kid,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, he thinks,
That's crazy, dude.
and he thinks it's an actual real size basketball
man.
hoop, but it's just fun to dunk, and as soon as we have the barber shoot around, we have the customer shoot around, so it's pretty fun. It's just creating a fun environment.
You guys ever shoot for money?
Actually we have actually $5. One of the barbers he couldn't miss, so he was taking all our money.
Yeah.
What? Like that? Wow.
Yeah, bro, it was fun.
Some of your clients even like dunk on there, right? Because I think I've seen some of them on your IG.
Yeah. There was I think a retired basketball player. His name is Max Hedginger. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but he used to play for the Bulls. And so one time I was like, "Hey, bro, let's get this on the gram. You can dunk on me. I'm gonna try to block you, but it's kind of impossible." So I just moved out of the way and let him dunk. he was huge.
That's cool, man. He has
Yeah,
those videos.
it was fun.
Yeah,
That's badass.
cool. That's cool.
It's a little fun that you have it at the shop.
Yeah, man. Little thing here and there. I always wanted to put one up, but I just feel like the kids are gonna come in and just bounce it around everywhere.
True. Yeah, we get the kids playing around, and it feels
Yeah.
like a preschool in there.
It's a jungle, right? That's amazing.
But creating a fun environment, it's always good, man. We have fun at the barbershop. You gotta have fun.
Yeah,
Gotta have
definitely.
fun at the barbershop.
It is a fun place, though. The barbershop
It
is
is.
a fun place.
I
You
do
got-
feel fortunate to work at a barbershop, bro.
Yeah, man.
To be honest.
A lot
What
of-
kind of things do you guys consider fun at the barbershop?
I mean, just throwing. You know what? At my old shop, when I used to work at a shop in the city of Pacoima, everyone had nicknames, bro. Like it was just natural. As soon as you walked in the door, we had one guy. He walked in. He looked like DJ Drama,
Yeah.
right? And as soon as he walked in, it was just everyone just gave him the name, because when DJ Drama drops his mixtapes, all you hear is the Cannon,
Yeah.
right? So we were just like everyone low-key would be like the Cannon, right? And that was just kind of how it came about. But I think it's funny when you just nickname each other and
Do you feel like we
Crack
got that from
jokes.
barber school, bro?
oh yeah,
Come on,
man.
no. We used to, everybody
yeah.
had nicknames.
Oh,
Remember
yeah, bro.
Marometa?
Well, how you got that name? Or what was it? New York? Remember New York?
How did New York?
I don't even know
yeah.
what happened to that guy.
I think it's the most Hispanic thing. We all
For
have names,
real.
Yeah.
Or I mean, Hispanic parents. Yeah, gordo, vente.
Gordos.
Vente,
Yeah.
gordo. Yeah, bro.
So like a lot of us we cut backyard cuts, garage cuts, So from there, what route did you take? Did you take the apprentice route or did you take just go to barber school route?
Straight to barber college.
Yeah.
I just had to get that paper. I think by then I had already known how to cut hair, but I had to get that paper. So I'll be honest, man. I talked to my teacher and I say, hey, look, man, I'm gonna start working at a barbershop already. Can I just come in here and just put in my hours? Because I feel like the barber school sometimes it was not the most productive times at the barber college.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of waiting, a lot of at the barbershop I was already cutting, making money.
Yeah.
So I told him, look, I'll pay you in advance if I can get those hours in. And so
Yeah.
they helped me out, and I got that barber license at Pro Barber College in Torrance.
Nice.
I think it's by far one of the most affordable schools out there. A lot of our barbers that are starting out, we refer them to Pro Barber College in Torrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so shout out to Jimmy out there and Brian. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying, Brian? You know Brian? Yeah, Brian, right there, yeah. We love you, bro.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Oh, bro, that's funny, bro. My bad.
So a lot of people, they pick up the clippers before they do the scissors. You did the absolute opposite, bro. Like you picked up the scissors before the clippers.
I think some of us were more intimidated, right, when you see the scissor work because obviously how you grip the hair and the direction and things like that. But like a lot of us, like you said,
Yeah.
do pick up the clippers first because it's easier, right? You buzz real quick and you get the fade in, right? So what's that experience like and what's it been working with the tools that are in the barber industry now?
Oh, I'll tell you something, Matt. Like at every barbershop that I've worked at, I learned something different, something new. For example, at Felix Omar's, I was doing the scissors. I worked at another barbershop called Jack's Barbershop in Westchester. That one I learned how to do the fades for the first time. You know, the owner there was kind enough to teach me and you know guide me through. We had to do fades in 30 minutes though, so
Right.
I really went home. I watched YouTube videos on how to do the fade. I had to nail it down.
Yeah.
I unfortunately had to mess up a few haircuts, you know.
Like
and I remember
most of us?
yeah, like most of us, right?
Yeah, I've been there, man.
And
We all been there.
But he even told me that, you know, the owner was Israel. I remember him telling me this. You can't give your tip money. You can't just give it away on paying for customers' haircuts, you know.
Right.
Because I was messing up that much.
Uh-huh.
But you learn through the fire. You
Right.
really learn through the fire. And I think, I think the fades have gone way better now.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes because the shop was busy, or is because that's what the time that the owner wanted?
Yeah, that was the time that the owner wanted. It's
Okay.
every 30 minutes.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy. I never heard of that, bro.
Yeah.
Some owners have structures
Yeah.
like that where they want to keep it efficient. You know.
Never really heard like a give your
I-
customer 30 minutes.
I mean, I think it's a good structure to have just to keep you focused and keep you, I guess, looking for techniques to achieve the final product faster, right?
Right.
Sometimes, you know, taking too much time, I guess you work too much on detail, when in reality, like, you didn't really need to do all that. You just use a comb and, like, you know, like a clipper over comb, you know? As far as for when it comes to barber tools and things like that, do you find yourself using shears now more than anything, or do you use like like the cordless stuff, like the cordless trimmers and things like that?
Yeah, man. It's interesting. I have the scissors, you know, for sure. I have the clippers. I use both for most haircuts.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I have a tool for each section. Interesting, right?
Okay.
I already have my Stylecraft there ready with the number 1 guard.
Yeah.
That one stays there with the number 1 guard, and then I have the other one with the half. So I'm just constantly just moving those things. They're already preset.
Yeah.
Same thing with the scissors. I have my scissors lined up already, and just you know. So mostly I do a lot of thinning too. A lot of texture on the sides, and it's not I do what the customers want. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
So I was noticing a lot of customers kept coming back to me because they were like, I don't know what you did, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause some guys, a lot of us have that thickness around the crown right
Yep.
here. So when you thin that out, you balance it from the top to
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
So that's like the base right there. So when I was knocking that out, they were loving it. So they kept coming back.
So you're on Stylecraft, huh?
I use Stylecraft still. I'm still simple, man. I keep the same tools for a long time.
Right.
Just make sure you take care of them, maintain them. But Stylecraft, I think there's a lot of other tools I haven't tried out yet. But for me, since I'm constantly cutting, man, I got to get lightweight, powerful tools.
Yeah.
Right.
It's incredible how it gets to a point where you're cutting and the weight of the machines actually wear you down sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting to a point where I need to get something that's lightweight and can cut really nice.
And as far as for like the you say you know working with the shears, like thinning shears and things like that, it's what he was saying. When you have clients that come in and they have the thick hair, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for the solution for that, because you know obviously applying too much product, right? You know when they have too much hair, they have to apply more product,
More
right?
product.
So when you thin it out, it allows you to use less product,
Right.
right? And get the best
Yeah.
effect, right? What I've been using now that I like you thinning shears, right? But I like using the feather blade to give it
Oh,
that
yeah.
texture on like French crops and things like that.
I've always used that, bro.
Yeah, the thinning.
I don't
the
use
thinning
the,
blade.
the thinning shears, bro.
No.
I use a clipper over blade, bro.
Yeah.
That and what I also like doing is like diagonally using the thinning shears,
That's right.
like to cut across like that and like to thin out, and that gives it a little bit of texture. Throw some texture powder on there. It looks super sick.
So we're at the segment, guys, where we talk about barber pet peeves. Every barber has them. Every client doesn't. Which one is yours, bro?
Oh, pet peeve, bro. No call, no show, bro.
Right, yeah.
They don't call, no show, and I have a strategy now how to deal with that, like to make it known, like, hey man, you missed your appointment, but let's help you book the next one,
Yeah.
kind of with kindness, but let them acknowledge that. So that's
With kindness
That's-
meaning
that's
that
always
he's
tough,
gonna have to
man.
pay extra.
That's
or
always tough.
Kindness meaning like, can you
Just-
at least send me a text?
Yeah, like, hey, I'm acknowledging you didn't make it, and so usually they reply and they say, hey Israel, I'm sorry, I had a meeting or something, I forgot to notify you, that kind of stuff. But it rarely happens. But when it happens, I'm like, you know, that's your money, you know, that's your
Yeah.
money.
So how do you go about it? Do you like, hey, here's 50% off your next one, even
Not
though they already
really.
paid in full?
Not really. They're usually mindful after they come back. They're like, hey, I'm sorry, you know. Some will say, hey, I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But I don't tell them, hey, pay me for that.
Right.
You know, at the shop, I'm so busy at the shop, bro. Sometimes when there's a cancellation too, though, you get a little break. You know what I mean? So I get to sit down. You know, and I'm like, all right, there's a little break right here.
Right.
But when they don't show up, I'm like, oh man, it's like, you know.
What about the second, third time?
Oh, that second
The first time is
So
cool.
yeah,
Always
no,
is
you gotta
cool.
let that one slide. Yeah.
What? Second, third time?
So the system Squire allows you to have the customer prepay every time
Okay,
you book.
yeah, that's all I was gonna ask.
So you click on no show on there, and it automatically takes them to the prepay. So every time they book, they have to prepay.
With deposit.
Well, no, they pay the whole
balance.
So you do that after the first no show, or?
I do that after the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
That's right.
First, my girl put me on that too, that you can send like a Zelle request.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
That's how it is.
I've been using that tool lately.
Yeah, but sometimes that's like you said, like the first time, man, you let it slide.
Yeah.
But like when they do come back, like, hey man, we have an appointment. The thing is that like with a lot of these systems, it does send notifications, right? Like it does send a text message, it does send a confirmation email,
But you know,
and all that stuff is right there. It says
Yeah.
that, and it even says when the emails are open and things like that. So when they try to play a little like, oh, I didn't know this. I mean, it says you open the email, you know.
come on, bro.
Yeah, but
Come on, bro.
but like you said, like sometimes it's cool because it's maybe you have like an hour, a cut and shave, right? So it's about an hour. So you kind of like, man, I'm tired, you know what I mean? And speaking of tired, do you like working on mats, on the floor mats?
I do. And I even use extra cushion. I use Hokas, bro.
Really?
I use it because they have another layer.
You don't
running shoes, you know?
You don't. It doesn't get you more tired.
The mat?
No.
For 2 years now, I haven't been working on the mat.
Really?
Is that
For
better
2
for you?
years.
Yeah.
And I'm cranking all day. I'm like 9 to 9. I'm cranking.
What kind of shoes you wearing?
Pumas right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
You have flat feet though?
I don't. I play basketball. Like I got hard shoes, But like,
That's crazy.
and then I even told my other barber here, like, and he said, man, I'm so tired. And he's new to the game, but he's like, man, I'm so tired on beat. Like my knees hurt. And I'm like, look, switch the mat, flip it over, and don't stand on it. He hasn't brought it back. He hasn't brought it back.
I'll try that, bro.
Yeah, well, it's because I was reading, right, just because the comfort of shoes, and I was just kind of looking into it. And as you get softer shoes, what happens is your knees start working,
I heard
right?
about that.
Your knees
Yeah,
start
yeah.
working, so they're working all day while you're on the mat.
Oh,
But if you're on a flat surface,
That's right.
yeah, your knees are locked in and you're a little more comfortable.
Some people even sell these
Insoles?
socks. These
Oh.
socks that
The compression ones?
No, they're just socks that you wear like if you're barefoot, and
Wow.
you can go outside barefoot with some socks. At least
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they're suggesting that you need to walk barefoot,
Right.
because that's the way you should
Yeah.
walk.
I'm gonna start working in socks.
I'm still. I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna start working barefoot.
Motherfucker, you're a ninja now?
Where are your shoes at, man?
But you brought up a good point, Fernando. I think as barbers, bro, it gets to. I'm gonna turn 41 in November. I'm getting to a point, bro, where my legs are getting tired.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I do 3 haircuts every 30 minutes. 3 haircuts, a break. 3 haircuts, a break. 3 haircuts, a break. Because that little break allows me to stretch, go to the restroom, get a bite,
Yeah.
whatever. Or but fitness, bro. I think barbers, we need to get to fitness, man.
Yeah.
Health is wealth, brother. So I started getting into cycling, bro. I never thought I was gonna wear some tight
Yeah, you
shorts.
bike, yeah.
But I started cycling, bro.
That's
And
badass.
I lost some weight,
Yeah.
But you gotta stay somewhat in shape, bro. 'Cause,
Yeah.
they even do the videos on social media where the barber has the workouts, you know?
Yeah.
The pumping.
Those do not work, bro.
They
Don't
lied.
ever listen to that.
They lied
shit.
about that.
But it's true. We gotta take care of ourselves, man.
Try it, Ish. Try it without the
I'm gonna
mat.
try that, bro.
Try without the mat, bro. I'm guaranteeing you probably won't go back, bro.
I'm still yet to find though, bro, like the waterproof, comfortable shoes. I still get hair on my Hokas, bro.
Oh no,
Oh,
without
man.
there's just no way to keep hair out of your shoes. There's
That's
just
gotta
no
be a
way, bro.
universal pet peeve for barbers.
Yeah,
God,
for sure.
That's right.
You get
That's
me?
right. That's another one, bro.
There's no way.
You ever get them poking your toes?
Yeah, dog.
Uh,
I'm like,
Or like hair splinters,
Yeah.
like damn, I can't get this one. This one's like really in there, right?
Yeah, bro. We got people's DNA in us.
Yeah, man. That's
that's horrible.
That's horrible, bro.
I mean,
I don't know about you guys. Sometimes it's kind of. I blow my nose sometimes, bro. I see little hair
Oh,
particles.
damn, bro.
We breathing hair, bro.
Damn.
I remember George used
It's
to tell me that.
dangerous. It's dangerous.
When you die and they open you up, you're gonna have a lot of hair in you.
Oh, snap.
And I'll be like, George,
Why would they
what
open
are you
me up
talking
then?
about? He's like, when you die and they open your body, there's gonna be hair in your body.
I'm sure we ain't.
And I was
right?
like, wow, dog.
I'm sure we ain't.
That
Sometimes
scared the
we
fuck
have-
out of me.
We have lunch, bro, and that hair drops on that food. You're like, oh man.
The extra spice?
I'm sure we get hair too, man.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You live as a barber, you know. So it is, man.
Day in, day out, man.
That's right.
Same thing every day, man. But we getting paid.
We getting paid, bro.
We
It's a
getting
great
paid.
industry.
Let's go.
It is a great industry.
So Ish, we're at the segment we call Wild Shop Shit, man. You already know all kinds of crazy stuff happens at the shop. What's a crazy shop situation you've been in?
At my shop or any shop?
I mean, any shop, really.
Man, well, you know, you and I go back from the art of shaving, right?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
There was a one time where there was this customer who I think he was the heir to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Anyways, he came in there high, bro, and David couldn't hold his head because he was trying to cut his hair, and he had a bodyguard next to him and a bodyguard at the entrance, and then a paparazzi was already accumulating outside,
No way.
so we had to pull him
bro.
out through the back alley, bro.
Almost like,
He was out, but he was definitely loaded. I mean, I don't know, he was blessed, but I don't know. I mean,
that was crazy.
You remember
'cause-
that?
Yeah, because Dave actually had to like hold his head up like he was just out, bro, like
bro.
slumped. That was crazy, man. I don't know how you could get that way and go get a cut. I mean, a shave, I would think, right? Like, hey, pass out. It's all good. I think I shaved him one time, and he was passed out. He had just came from like a poker game or something, like late night, and he had just rolled in to get a shave, and he just literally passed out, bro. I couldn't wake him up.
What?
Like, not even I did like double aftershave on him. I couldn't wake him up, bro. Like,
Wait, did he smell like alcohol?
oh,
or-
bro,
you can smell
Yeah?
It was
smell the alcohol out of
reeking.
his pores.
Oh, then
It
he
was
was
reeking,
drunk
bro.
then, huh?
Yeah, you can just
like he
smell it.
showered in it, bro. It was bad. It was bad. What about those picky clients from Beverly Hills, man?
Oh man, they were picky as
What
hell.
about that? What about that one time with the guy that you went way too short on his beard, man?
So yeah. So there was one customer. Unfortunately, his father passed away, and he was your regular. I remember, and I remember he asked me to go do a number one on the sides on his beard, and I was doing number one, doing what he asked me to do. But he was just in a bad mood because he was grieving and stuff. I assume. So then he kept telling me, "What are you doing?" I got really nervous, bro. I'm like, "Oh dang,"
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro, this guy got me nervous. So he was your regular. So he's like, "Is Fernando here? Is Fernando here?" I'm like, "Yeah, Fernando's over there." And then I look at you, Fernando, from behind his station. He was like, "No, cut it up."
I was by the shampoo bowl, like, don't let him know I'm here. Oh man, I remember that guy. That guy was picky, bro. It's just he wanted like a taper, right? Like a gentleman cut with a one on the sides, like one taper, right? And like he had like a patch. So I say if you go a little bit longer, it'll cover the patch. We'll line it up and it'll look clean. But like he doesn't know how to explain that, and I feel like
Oh, okay.
that's why
That's what happened.
yeah, things happen the way they did, man. But
You remember that guy, right?
oh yeah,
So
It was
you curved that guy.
I actually, what happened there, I was already off the clock.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to take it because you were the late
that's
shift.
right.
So I was already off the clock and I was supposed to leave, but I was like, I had finished late and I had to clean up my station and things like that. And then, when he was coming in, I was like, damn, I forgot he's coming in. So I kind of like hid behind the shampoo bowl and like, oh, Fern's over there. I'm like,
So he ends up going to Fern after all, and
I had to stay late off the
dude,
clock.
bro. I was
Wait,
just like,
you started him and then he finished
Yeah,
him?
he did it. Cause I'm like, I was mad at him, bro.
He was
I don't want to do it, bro.
picky. He was that picky,
He
bro.
was that picky, bro.
was that picky.
Damn.
And my pride was like, man, I don't even want his tip. And then this was like, are you sure you don't want his tip, bro? How much is it? How much was it?
That guy he was swinging out C notes like nothing.
I think
Yeah.
it was like $100 tip.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let me take that, man.
You say, you know what? Never mind, Doc.
But like,
times, bro.
but that guy would get loud, bro. Like to
Yeah?
a point where like the whole shop was like, hey, what the, like loud like that, bro.
Man, we had a good time at the Art of Shaving, bro.
Yeah,
Had a great
man.
time.
Beverly Hills, huh?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, man.
Well, from a couple guys that were in here that worked there, you guys had crazy stories
Stevie.
right there.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool place. When were you there when Dave photobombed J-Lo?
Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah. He goes out and takes a picture behind. She had a boyfriend, and they came out in People's Magazine, and they actually used Dave's picture. He's like
He
this
made it on
behind
the
him.
front cover, bro.
He's like
Yeah.
this, dude. He's like this, and he went to CVS down the street, Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
and he bought all the magazines with his face on it. It was funny, dude. Man, we had a good time.
He made it to the front cover, but not him, right? He was just like,
It was just, celebrity.
that's funny, man.
Good times.
That's funny.
Photo bombing.
Yeah, that's what he did best, man. He was just photobombing. And there was a lot of celebrities. I think you were really good at like pointing people out. Like I could never figure out, oh, that's that actress. She comes out in this little sitcom or whatever. I'm like, bro, how do you know that?
He's a movie guy.
I'm good at recognizing faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names, but faces.
Yeah.
One time, I remember Morgan, the manager at that time, she was like, Israel, you're going to get Matthew Perry. And I said, Matthew Perry? Like, Friends Matthew Perry? And she's like, yes, Matthew Perry. And I'm like, there's another guy named Matthew Perry. Nah, bro. Matthew Perry, man.
From Friends, the show.
Friends.
Wow, that's
He walks
fucking
in.
sick.
It was during the time where he was in his rehab. All he wanted was a hot towel on his face. That's all he wanted. And a little beard trim. That's it.
Wait, was it the one that passed away?
Yeah, he just.
Say rest in peace.
Yeah, man. So Matthew Perry, he was cool. He was a little
Another one, and this is actually, he had some really cool clientele. American Idol.
Who's that?
Steven. The judge, the American Idol judge.
He walked in just to try to buy some product.
No, but didn't you did a house call for him, didn't you?
No, I didn't do Steve. No.
What do you mean, the host?
Yeah, Steve. What's his name?
No, what's his name? Right now, Ryan Seacrest. No,
No.
the judge, right?
Yeah, the judge.
Simon Powell.
Simon.
Oh,
you
shit.
you went to take care of him one time, didn't you?
No. He just walked in. He walked in the store and he didn't want to buy anything. And he leaves the store. That's it. I don't remember.
He just walked in. See, he's always mad. There you go. He just walked
he was
in.
grumpy.
He just walked in to be mad and then walked right out. Like
He was like, "How much is this appreciate value?" With this English accent, and I was like, "That's $30." He just puts it back and walks away.
see, he's always mad, and he wants the world to know that he's
See,
mad.
he's always bad.
He's always mad, no matter what, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting people at the other shaving, man.
Now, Ish, as far as for you being in the industry as long as you have, what's something that you learned? Have you ever traveled for, a specific training, or have you ever taken seminars, or what's something about the game that you went to progress yourself as a barber?
Oh yeah. So my boy Felix, he used to icon this guy named Marcel Vivant. He's a French guy, celebrity stylist. I went over to New York to take a class. I think I paid $800 for a one-day class. I took a whole week out there in New York, but it was a one-day class, and I just wanted to know why he was charging $420 a haircut.
Mm.
And I realized that it was the detail scissor work.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Thinning,
Training,
texture.
all that stuff. So I feel like I had to go meet him and get that, get that information, get that education there.
See, I love that from old school barbers, bro. He invested
Yeah.
in his craft. You went ahead and paid that $800 to go see it for yourself.
Yeah.
And
Helped out.
I think I had seen him. He was actually at BarberCon.
Yeah, that's right. That's where I got.
He was at
information.
BarberCon. He was at BarberCon, and I was sitting in the back, and he was doing his work, and I'm like, he's just like smooth with it. And the thing is that I would say advice: start using them. Start using the thinning shears. Start using the texture blade, because the more comfortable you get with it, the better effect it has on what you want to do with it here, right? Like I was saying with the French crop, right? You use that feather blade, right? And you comb it forward and you just get that top. And when you dry it up, it just has a little more volume. It looks nice, man. So I saw him work, man. I was just like, this guy's like, he was flipping his shears with his hands and just like doing his work. Very impressive.
Do you guys use a specific shears, like a specific brand, or?
I have some. I focus more on size, like 5.5s, obviously a scissor over comb. I like my smaller, like 4.5s for thinning, because obviously you don't want to pass the knuckle, right? But I do have I guess different gauge thinning shears, right? Some that are a little chunkier, some that are a little thinner for like more thinning. But my feather blade I like a lot. The feather texture blade, I use that a lot. So I like that.
I've been using that for years too.
Yeah, the feather blade.
I got like some 6-inch shears that I always use.
Do you guys think that like good quality shears matter, right? Because
Of course.
they become
I
dull,
think
right?
so, man.
Yeah.
I really do think so.
So even investing, I think investing in tools, just also invest in education and your tools.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep the tools nice and sharp.
I tell my customers too, bro. I tell, hey man, I'm using some high quality, Hattori Hanzo shears on you.
Yeah.
You know? Because then they realize, oh man, this guy's investing in his tools.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, that like when it comes to making sure that your tools are tuned up, right? I'm always getting new blades, like almost like 3 to monthly, right? Just because the strain of a dull blade makes you less efficient, right? Yeah. So when you have a nice sharp blade, like you're cutting through the hair, the fades are looking clean, all the time. So definitely keeping your tools maintained and oiled and in proper running shape is like gonna help you be way efficient, So that's definitely something that we put out there for the young barbers,
Yeah, man. I had to learn how to value yourself as a barber too.
Mm-hmm.
I had an experience with a customer who's a businessman, and I went to a house call during the pandemic. He said, "Can you come to my place?" He said, "How much do you charge for a house call?" And I said, $80. But to me, $80 was a lot, And he said, I'm gonna pay you 90. I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So I go do the house call. He ended up giving me 120. Anyways, but that guy, bro, one time told me, he said, "How much do you charge your haircuts at the shop?" And I said, "That's $45.
Yeah.
He goes, "Why don't you charge more?" I said, "Well, my customers are gonna leave." And he said, "That's good because then you're gonna make room for customers that are willing to pay for it." He's like, "How far in advance are you booked?" I said, "I'm booked 3 weeks in advance."
Yeah.
He's like, "You have a problem. It's called supply and demand, and that's a good problem." So he said, "You gotta charge more, and if the other ones weed out, you can have room for another one."
Exactly.
But those other ones that weeded out, I wanted to still keep them, so I have the other barbers charging a lot less. Our apprentice barber charges $25 a haircut. So in our barbershop, we have a 4-tier pricing, different pricing in the barbershop, so everybody can still stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that guy taught me how to value yourself as a barber and don't be ashamed of charging more.
Yeah.
I know on social media, they're making fun of us barbers because we're charging more, man. But,
Yeah.
but you've been in it for this long. You put in the tool, the money in the tools, your education. You gotta learn how to give yourself a raise.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And still maintain humbleness. You
Yeah.
still gotta be humble.
Exactly.
Keep it humble, but as far as you get in the industry, still stay humble, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because in corporate America, you get a raise every year, right? You get a review every year, not in the barber game. And you got to learn to, like you say, value yourself. You really got to charge for your experience, and the amount of time that you put in and the investment as a shop owner, right? All that comes into play.
Have you guys seen lately that welders are like comparing their money to us and stuff like that?
Welders?
Yeah, welders are literally like, oh, 4K or 5K, a month or whatever, 6K a month, and they're like, barbers are not, like, we don't compete with like welders. Like, I feel like we're a little threat to like,
Well, I mean,
people that have like that 9 to 5 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it a lot where they're in competition with us, and I'm just like, wow, you never know what we can make in a week.
Yeah.
So you could say that this week, but next week might be different.
That's the thing about the barber industry, that some weeks, I know over the years, I know the low times, right after Christmas. January starts slowing down because everybody's recovering, right? Like during the summer when the families go away on vacation, when the kids are out of school, kind of tends to slow down a little bit. Obviously not all the time, because the longer you've been in the game, the bigger your clientele book is, right? But you do notice that, and the high times too, right? So that's the thing, that this thing can be up and down a lot of the times, but
That's why young barbers save your money.
yeah, man.
That's so important
invest.
to save your money, put it away for those up and downs.
That's right.
Like that one. Well, they say to put it away for a winter.
Yeah.
That's like a saying that some guy that I listened to on YouTube, I forgot what his name was, but He says put away for winter because it's not always gonna be summer.
Yeah.
So put away for them rainy days.
That up.
We usually close it out with advice to the young barbers, to the youth, to everybody just trying to get it out there in the barber game. Do you have any advice for the young barbers, Ish?
Yeah, man. Stay coachable, bro. Stay coachable. Anytime your boss or the teacher is telling you what to do, be willing to learn. I think the generation now, the Gen Zs, I would say, they're not prone to attention anymore. They want things quick, and I remember I used to listen a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I used to listen a lot, and I even when I would get hammered with lectures, I would still listen, man.
And be
Right.
observant. And be observant of what you're trying to learn.
I think that's kind of fading out. Bring that back, man. Stay coachable. Be willing to learn all the time and listen. Again, stay humble. Stay humble all the time. You're gonna start making money, but then it gets to your head sometimes. So we always stay humble, man. Be grateful.
Yeah.
I like that about our generation because I tried to school like a young barber because he asked me, "Yeah, why do you use that like the blade with the comb?" I was like, "Oh well, it takes off volume," and he's like, "Oh well, I do it this way," and I was like, "Were you asking me or you're trying to tell me how to do?" I was like, "That's why I do it. If you want me to take some time and show you how I do it, no problem, bro." But they kind of go against like because you're a little older that they're like, "Nah, bro, I saw this on TikTok. Nah, I saw this on Instagram," and they're kind of like we're kind of like a little older to them. So I'm just like, if you want me to give you the advice, I got you. But how are you gonna be telling me like what to do when you got a year in the game, my G?
Yeah.
They can't be knuckleheads.
Yeah.
The young ones. I know I was telling one of the barbers, he had this bad habit of lining up the C cup right before he even like tapered it out or anything, right?
I've
so
seen that.
he would
I've seen
cut
that.
into it a lot and it wouldn't be a circle, right? So now when you go to taper it out, it's like you went way too far than what you should have, right? But like I was just like, hey, listen, taper it up first and then you follow the C cup so you don't cut in too much, right? But like he just kept doing it. I was just like, at what point why do you even ask me if you're just gonna do what you do, right?
It bugged you, right?
I'm just like, well, I mean, that's the experience that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to go 10 years doing the same mistake. I'm telling you right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can
Save yourself.
eliminate 10
Save
years.
yourself, man.
Yeah, man. But
A lot of
like,
trouble.
hey, to each his own, right? Like,
I remember I was trying to train a barber, bro, and I told him, stand right here and just watch me cut here. Observe. Just watch me. Interact with customers, all that. And then I know where he would get up and go outside, bro. And I'm like, where this fool go at, man? So then I'm going, I peek out, bro. He's doing push-ups outside. And he got his phone there, and doing push-ups on the phone. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he's like, oh, I gotta do my 300 push-ups in a day because my viewers are there. And I'm like, bro, are you here to learn or are you here to do TikTok? You know what I mean? So, be coachable, guys.
that's it, man.
Make it easier on us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you'll learn.
You're gonna learn, bro.
That's it.
We're not just trying to help you guys out.
You don't have
We're just trying to help you.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah, man.
We're just trying to help.
Man, if I knew like what I know now,
I always think of that too
Dang.
because it took such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I was working at shops out here in the valley, and like, I always think to myself, if I hadn't taken that chance to work in Beverly Hills, I don't think I would have picked up that game, right? And most become confined. They just come conformative with just being in the area where they want to be. But if I had never made that decision to go over there and like expand my knowledge and my barber techniques and customer service, I don't think I'd be where I'm at. You know what I mean? So it's like another word of advice is get out your comfort zone. Maybe try something. Try a different type of cut. Like I know there was a couple of times like you're talking about like shear work. Where I see like a big old Sasquatch looking dude come in with a bunch of hair, and I'd be like, damn, what am I gonna do with this? But like, hey, this is time to get it. You know what I mean? So don't bad jobs, but I know they weren't the best, right? But you learn, and that's what that's about, So just take it on head on, young barbers, man. Take the flat tops in, take the pompadours. I love doing pompadours, and I feel like I wouldn't have been able to be as confident as I am if I hadn't taken that one on. Like, I want a pompadour. And I was like, I didn't even know how to spell the damn thing, right? So it's like, what the? And then I look at it, I'm like, all right, cool. But like looking at the image, I'm like, okay, I need to cut less in the back, leave the bangs longer, and give it its degree, right? To achieve what this is. So let's put it to work, right? But take it on, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do it.
Take risks. Make mistakes.
Yeah.
Mess up
But
haircuts.
that's why you have one of the dopest shaves around, bro.
Yeah.
Out here in the valley, bro. His shaves are awesome.
Bro, I've never gotten a shave by another barber in my life, except by this guy right here. I remember one time I was shaving, we were like downtime. I was like, hey, bro, give me a shave. Because I want to know how he does it,
Yeah.
And he did the backhand and everything on me.
Caress your neck.
Oh, man, his hands are soft, bro. But, he knew how to do it, bro. So I learned a lot from my shaves from Fernando. You know what I'm saying? So...
And even then, working with the product that we worked with, man, like that's big, like hot towels, soften up the skin, make sure you lather, you lift the hair, and like you said, just working the right backhand and things like that. Like I'm saying, practice your craft, right? Because if you don't practice, like I was telling a lot of our guests, it gets dull. This thing could get dull. Like barbering can get boring, but if you push yourself to try new things, this is an ever-growing thing, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I've done a shave and a massage chair, bro. But you got to set it up where it doesn't shake the head, right?
Right.
But, oh, that was bleeding. No, but
Bunch
like,
of nicks everywhere.
man, I'm always trying something new, bro. And some of the things that we learned at the art of shaving, like the nose wax. We do the nose wax over at every shop that I worked at. I just took it all and put it in my shop.
Yeah, of course. And speaking of nose wax, some of the funny things that happen with that too is like, we work with a lot of products, so sometimes our hands are slippery. Have you ever had it where you're about to pluck a nose, like a nose, a strip, and like it slips, and it's just like
It's double the pain.
Yeah, man, but like, oh my bad, and it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta try new things, bro. I mean, I'm trying to think of another thing that I tried that's like new. Oh, bro, I got this with the Theragun. You know the Theragun?
Oh shit, yeah.
So sometimes some customers, I'm like, they're tense, and I just do a little massage on them.
Yeah.
I'll give you a tip for that.
Yeah.
Work your tip.
Yeah.
Get creative.
I like to. I have this service that you can add to any shave where I throw in peppermint steam, right? And you let it sit, and it opens up the pores, and it pushes all the hair follicle all the way out, softens your skin really well. And then when I have the hot towel, on them, I'll grab the babyless massager, and I just kind of go over, right, and like really soften the lather up. You know what I mean? So lather, throw the hot towel on, and just soften it up real good. Re-lather, and then just get rid of that thing.
I've seen on social media how these barbers are going far and beyond too.
Yeah, man.
I'm picking up ideas. You know what I mean?
TikTok's getting crazy out there.
I mean, like I was telling, I think we had this conversation. People are working harder. Especially here in LA. Like people are working double jobs, extra shifts. People are out there willing to spend to pamper themselves.
That's true.
To get that because to be honest with you, sitting at the chair and getting a nice shave, that's comfort, right?
That's
there.
essential.
Yeah, man.
That's
like
therapeutic.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, definitely. So like there is people out there, willing to treat themselves because like things are getting harder. You know what I mean? Like
And customers will tell you that too. They'll be like, "Hey, man, this is my break time.
yeah,
This is my therapy. This is my time.
yeah.
So you gotta give it to them.
I had in Beverly Hills. I used to have weekly guys that used to come in like every Friday to get a shave, and it was like recline them back. All right, Fern, just wake me up when we're done. They take a 30-minute nap, bro. Sometimes I just leave them there. Like I think it was like a 45-minute service. I'd be done in like 30.
Remember that?
And I just let them sit there, and I go to the back and like drink my Starbucks or
I'm
something.
like, hey, Fern, you forgot about your customer, bro.
I'd be sitting there, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I gotta go get
I
him.
took a siesta, bro.
Yeah, man.
You
But,
know?
and they sit and they go every week. And it's just like, just wake me up when we're done. I'm like, all right, don't worry,
I think after COVID, bro, we've becoming more appreciated. I think. A lot of my customers. One customer cried in front of me, bro, and he was like, "I'm glad you guys are back open, man. I'm so glad to see you, Israel. Thank you for my haircut, man. Because my wife was cutting my hair, she kept messing me up. And, you know, so then they appreciate you after COVID.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean,
I mean,
we are the confidence booster. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like I was saying,
Yes,
they come in after a long day of work, tired, man, tired. But when you get a fresh fade, you ready to take on the world. You know,
They got
So,
that second win for the
yeah,
night.
man. Let's go run another
I
marathon.
mean, and I'm proud to be a barber, bro. I
Yeah.
love it. You know, like I wanted to go to school to be a therapist, help people with their mental issues. But math didn't let me do that. You know, I was bad at math,
Right.
but I was good at art. So
Really, therapy takes that math.
you have to know statistics to be able to do reports.
Right. Okay.
To know like how to do the reports, apparently, right? So I quit school, I quit college, and I went, went to barber college.
Now you do it both.
And now that's exactly right.
you do it
and
both.
I have therapists that tell me that they don't like their jobs, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I love what I do because I do both. I'm a therapist and I'm a barber, you know?
Yeah, I've been feeling really blessed lately, bro. Like with cutting hair and stuff like that. Like I take some time to really talk to the people in my chair now, and it's like we're not always like, all right, get them out quick,
Oh,
get
yeah,
them
you
out
got-
quick.
yeah, you
Now
gotta
I've
build
been taking my
relationship.
time,
That's right.
like all
Build
right, just
relationship. Hey,
take
man,
it
listen,
in, take it in.
love your customers, bro.
Yeah.
They take care of you. Love 'em, man.
Definitely,
You know?
definitely.
Don't come with the attitude that like you need me, you know. It's like, I need you, man. I need you.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Right?
It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Yeah, they
you
do,
know,
yeah.
it goes both ways. And just like that, episode 7 is a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next time, Ish, Chachi, Definite Barber, we're out.
Peace.